Okay, now that we have our leaves created, we need to create the stem. So I'm simply going to grab the rectangle tool, and I'm going to create a stem that is gonna look something like that. It doesn't have to be too big, really. It can be even quite small. So let's leave it as something like that. And if we take a look at the original, you can see that we got the stem has actually two different colors. It's got this darker brown on the right and lighter brown on the left. So in order to achieve that effect, all you really need to do is to go to the Object menu, Path, and split into grid, just like that. And what this tool does is it simply splits any of your path into rows and columns. Let me just hit the preview button. And in this case, all we need is 2 columns. So I'm simply going to press 2. I'm simply going to press this up arrow to add another column to my rectangle. And I am simply going to press OK, just like that. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that my top of the stem is actually a bit narrower than its bottom part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both these guys, and I'm simply going to go Control G to group these 2 rectangles, and I'm simply going to double click on it to enter the isolation mode. Let me just zoom in a bit right here. So what I want to do is I want to make this part, this top part, a bit narrower, and that's really as easy as simply grabbing the direct selection tool, so the white arrow, if you will, and I'm simply going to marquee around this top part of the stem, just like that. And really all we need to do is to simply initialize the scale tool by pressing the S key on our keyboard, and then I'm gonna press Enter, and you would press Return if you're on a Mac. And we're going to scale it down, maybe not to 30%, but something like 50% should do. And what this technique is actually allowing us to do is it's allowing us to bring this left anchor point and this right anchor point closer together. Because whenever you simply select anchor points and then use the scale tool, you're actually going to move the anchor points you selected. So in this case, if I selected these anchor points, the left and the right anchor point, I am simply bringing them closer together. And I think 50% should be fine, and I'm simply gonna hit copy, just like that. Oh, let me just get back from the isolation mode. Let me just zoom out a bit. And there we go. We got the stem created. Of course, we need the proper colors, and it's still a group. So we could either target a piece of our artwork inside a group by selecting it with the direct selection tool, but I'm simply going to ungroup these guys. So I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift-G on the keyboard, and I'm going to make this right part of the stem a bit darker, so it's going to have this color, and this left part is going to have this lighter brown. And of course, these guys don't need any stroke, just like that. And there we go, we got our stem created. So in this video, we created the stem. We make it to actually look like a proper stem. We divided the stem into 2 parts, and we added the colors. And in the next video, we are going to take care of some warping. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep watching.